things as they've been done in the past, has innovating normally been worthwhile to you? And if so, why?
I would say that innovation to me has been a part of why I'm also, I think, a successful person, where I got to where I got. Mm-hmm. Because I've always taken some risks, and I've always tried to think of a different way of doing things and doing it better. So I'll give you an example. We have an automated facility, distribution center, here at, it's called our Durham Retail Service Center. And, at the end of the line of this distribution center, we had a lot of manual palletization machines, and we had 60 people per shift palletizing manually cases. So we had a lot of musculoskeletal injuries, a lot of lost time injuries. The process was slow. The pallets that we built manually were not stable, and it slowed down the process, and it didn't help us to increase or improve the cube utilization of the trucks that we put these pallets in to take them to the store. And then on the way to the store, these pallets would fall apart. So we had a problem. And usually when you have a problem, you have to start thinking of innovative ways to resolve this problem. So we decided to automate the end of the line. And no one else has done it in the world, because the cases that come out of these conveyors, they're very different sizes. So when you do that manually, it's very easy to put a case aside, find the same size case, build your tier, and then build another tier, and so on. So we decided to embark on a project to develop an algorithm that is going to help us to automate the end of the line, but we would also need an auto palletization machine. So I went out to expositions, and I looked for, with my people, of course, because I don't do all of these. A lot of this is done by my people. We found an auto palletization machine that we could actually integrate to our algorithm, which we were building. So we started working with this company. We built the algorithm, and finally we built an auto palletization machine that solved our problem. And we submitted it to a number of associations, and in fact, we got 2 innovation awards. And we competed with 65 different countries, Hewlett-Packard, Lennox, the Marine Corps of Engineers, and we also filed for a patent. We got a patent. So we had a problem. It was a big challenge for us, and we found it was also an opportunity for us to look for another way of doing things. I challenged my people. We built the algorithm. We spent, a lot of money, but the return on the investment was about 1.5 years, which is a very good return on the investment. So, and we've done, this is just an example, Terry, or we de-staff containers, and people do all of these. By the way, we eliminated 75,000 hours. We eliminated lost time injuries. We improved our cube utilization in the trucks, and now the pallets arrive at the store and they're stable, they're nice, and we have no injuries. So not only we saved money, we saved our people, and we also saved pallets to the stores. So you can accomplish a lot of these things by producing these types of innovative ideas.
So, kind of flipping that question on its head. So, there are people in the world who've determined that innovation is worthwhile to them, but there are people who say that it's not worth the risk, or that we should try and stay doing things the way that we've done it in the past. What do you think drives them? What do you think makes them so scared of innovation?
Well, that's a ridiculous way of thinking, in my opinion. Not every innovative idea is going to be a good idea either. As I said to you before, people need to look at what are they trying to do, and is it worthwhile spending the money and the time and taking the risk? meaning what's the return on that investment, and what are the risks, right? And if the return on the investment outweighs the risks, and if there are ways you can mitigate those risks, so much the better. But anyone who says that innovating is too risky, then they don't understand innovation, and they don't understand the benefits of innovation. It's innovation that got us to where we are today, whether it is in medicine, whether it is in space, in education, the various ways of receiving education, and just about anything. The way we live, the comfort that we have at our home, whether it's the air conditioner or the heating. As I said to you before, these people that think that way, they are the people that live in the Stone Age and never realize that you can take it to another level and you can make your life easier and you can make the life of a lot of other people easier. So imagine what innovation did in terms of AIDS, and in terms of other diseases that we have. That required a lot of money and a lot of effort, but we've seen some really good results. So innovation is imperative. Mm-hmm. Right.
So, kind of my last question. So any final thoughts or statements that you'd like to share, or ideas for advice that you'd like to give to future innovators?
Well, I would say that, first of all, if you're not innovating, you're stagnating. So you will not be able to stay in business for a long time because the other person who's innovating will get ahead of you. And that goes for everything, even in academia or medicine. If you're not innovating, and you're a hospital, people will go to another hospital, etc. So it's important for people to understand that innovation, in my opinion, produces progress. Mm-hmm. As long as it is done in the right way. What was that a question that you asked, Terry?
It was about any final thoughts or statements or advice you'd like to give to future innovators.
Yeah, so again, my advice to people is don't be afraid to take risks. Just make sure that you're able to take your idea and to sell it the right way by ensuring that you have a clear objective and focus of what you're trying to do, by ensuring that you have the right roadmap and that you know some of the risks and some of the obstacles, or at least you can estimate them, and that you also try to mitigate the risks as much as possible, and that you're showing what the return on the investment of that innovation will be. I mean, this is fundamental for you to be able to get funding for any innovative idea. Anytime someone comes to me and wants me to fund something or to approve something, I would ask these questions. How is this going to benefit the organization? And I'm not only looking for money here, Terry. I'm looking for, are we improving customer service? Are we improving health and safety? Are we improving the life of our own people here, our employees? Are we will it have a good return in terms of the financial return? So that would be one of my first questions, and also how long will it take? What will the roadmap be for us to get to that innovation, right? So these are some of the things that I would ask when people come to me with a request for projects which I consider innovative ideas.
Thanks so much, Thea. Those are all the questions. Sorry, these are all the questions that I have to ask.
Okay.
The interview themselves. Everyone who's done the interview, I've given them a $10 gift certificate. You are no exception to it. Would you prefer Starbucks, Amazon, Indigo, anything like that?
So I want you to have my $10 gift certificate.
That's exceedingly kind, Thea.
Come on, it's only $10. You take it and have a coffee on me.